Hello everyone, it's Claire. Today I'm just going to be doing two short techniques, very simple techniques on how to do glass and how to make a parquet floor. So some of you might recognise my finished scene from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, Johanna Basford's Wonder Room. It was an absolute joy to complete. It took around, I think, 21 hours over something like 6 days, which I think was pretty good. I was expecting it to take longer. And as I say, a lot of you might have seen this on our Facebook site and also on Instagram. And you've been asking me how I made the little glass effect, and also the parquet floor. So that's what we're going to be looking at today. So I'll get my book out of the way, and you can see I've got my practice book underneath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off with the little glass ball first and zoom in so you can really see what I'm doing with that, like that. Now there are a lot of techniques, there are a lot of very complicated techniques in terms of how to give the effect of glassware. This is really just aimed at how to show you three very simple colours plus a white gel pen that will give you a lovely effect of water, a lovely effect of glass. And really that's all it's for. It's just for your very simple pieces in the Wonder Room. It's not kind of a black, white and grey impressionistic glass tutorial that's very complicated. It really just is a simple technique that should get you going. We're using Prismacolours today. I've got 3 colours out. So I've got blue slate, cloud blue and pale sage. And I'm going to start with the deeper of the 2 blues, which is blue slate. And you can see I've just already pre-coloured in. These are just fine liner pens, the goldfish and the reeds, just so that saved some time. So the deepest of the 2 blues, what we're going to do is just go around the edges where the glass would be thicker as you're looking at it, because again, thinking about the shape of the object and how the light would hit it, the largest amount of light straight on would be on the front of the glass, hence the darker shades would be on the outside. So just in a medium firm hand with the blue slate, just make some little lines. And then just on the outside of those lines, I'm just going to do a light hand, hardly pressing on that page at all, and that will give me my blend line for the next colour in, like that. And just again on this side, medium firm hand through the little reeds, and then again just very, very lightly that little strip that's going to give you a little blending line for your next colour, like that. Then I'm going to move to my lightest blue, which is the cloud blue, and I'm going to go around and again just blending over that previous blue and do exactly the same. So in between the 2 reeds and just medium firm over that blend line so that those colours just melt into one. Just a couple of millimetres. And if you've seen my blending tutorials, you'll be fine with this. But if you haven't, just where you go over the 2 colours, press a little bit firmer just to get that blend nice and seamless. And again, thinking about the shape of the glass, just make these little blend lines kind of curved, so you're following the curvature of the glass, like that. And then we're going to add in our light green, which is the pale sage. And I'm just going to finish off. And I'm pressing lightly because there's a little technique I want to show you with glass that will help with this green being a light coverage. So we're just going to go and quickly go over that cloud blue, and you can see that those 3 shades that I've narrowed it down to, it was trial and error for a while, but you can see that those 3 shades work really well to give you kind of a watery, lovely glass colour effect. And I tried all sorts of blues, all sorts of light greens, but these were the 3 that I really thought, okay, that's dead simple and it looks really effective. So this top part, I think I'll just do the back bit, which would be in more shadow in the deepest blue, and then just that inner rim in the lighter blue, just again thinking about where the light would hit on the curvature of an object. And we'll have, because all of this is glass, so you can use the same colours, we'll just have the dark blue at these edges Very, very light touch on this end. Light touch. Medium hand on this. And then all we'll do is take that cloud blue and just finish that off like that. Medium firm, going over those blend lines. So you could leave it like that. That's a pretty good fishbowl on its own. But white gel pen and just give it little shine marks like that. And that just brings the whole thing together and makes it look, you can even put some on the top, makes it look like glass. And I'm deliberately not doing this side because I want to show you a nice neat little trick as well for glass. So you can see that I've part coloured in this bottle behind. Now because the bottle is sitting behind the fishbowl, you would expect that you would see a little bit of this red colour coming down through the glass because glass is obviously transparent. That's why I only put a light touch of this green, because what you can do, should you choose to do so, is just give the impression. So I've got Scarlet Lake, which is the colour that I've filled in this bottle with. And I'm just going to make a line like that. And then really just very, 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 very lightly just go over the glass like that. And it instantly gives the impression that that glass bottle can be seen through that glass. And again, once you team that with the colours of the water and the lovely little kind of highlights, it all just tricks the eye into thinking that that is actually a clear glass bowl. And then what we can do is we can then go and put the highlights on this side. And again, keep them curved, keep your highlights curved, because think about the shape of the object. It's round. So the highlights will be circular, like that. There you go. A fishbowl in less than 5 minutes, I think. So I'm going to put that to one side. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to zoom out because we're going to try the parquet floor. Because I just want to make sure you can see that, because what we're going to do is we're going to do some work on these little bits here. So I think if I move that down, that might be a little bit better for you to see. Like that. Again, I'm using Prismacolours. I've got out jasmine, yellow ochre, goldenrod, mineral orange, pumpkin orange, burnt ochre, sienna brown, chocolate, dark brown and sepia. And the key to a parquet floor is that when you see it laid, not all of the colours are, for each of the strips of blocks of wood, are the same colour as the one next to it. So the key is to use these spread of colours, but use them on the next plank up in a different order. So I'll show you what I mean. Let me see which is a good one to start with. Let's have a look, because I don't want to work completely in the crease of the page because it will not give you a good sight of what I want to do. Let me just see if we can work on these ones here. Can you see those ones there? If I move my book a little bit maybe. So these ones here, under the two cabinets of the Wonder Room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the outside and work in. So I'm going to start dark to light. So I'm going to take my sepia on this plank of wood here. Medium firm hand. So the same way we did the fishbowl, medium firm. And then a very, very light outer edge, which is going to be your blend line. And again on this side. Like that. Just a couple of millimetres. And go to the dark brown. Again, medium firm hand over this blend line. Very, very light touch on the edge. And again, you'll see that if you do this, you won't need a blender pencil. Like that. Chocolate. And we're just going to work our way through these colours in that exact same technique. Till we get the lightest ones in the middle. And then I'll show you what we do with the next plank. Sienna brown. And again, because you're using such a lot of variations of colour within a small space, an area, a colouring area, the colours will be lovely and rich. Sorry, so I've gone to my burnt ochre. Medium firm hand over the blend line, very, very light outer edge. Pumpkin orange. And depending on the length of the plank, you may not get to your lightest colour. Just keep going and see where you get to, and then that will inform the colours that you make your next piece of wood. Apologies if you can hear Puppy Hope in the background. She's getting a little bit impatient with me today. Apparently I should be on the couch cuddling with her. Goldenrod. And then we'll not get to our lightest colour jasmine because we've only got that tiny bit in the middle to do. So with our yellow ochre, we'll just finish that off. And you can see that that looks like those colours make really nice, deep, rich wood colour, hopefully. And then for this little plank here, so to make this different, because it's parquet flooring, I mean, I know true parquet comes in like in the herringbone shape, but for the sake of the design that Johanna's done, I wanted a parquet floor effect and I wanted to use the colours of that. So what you will find is, because this plank is shorter and you want it to stand out from that one, what we're going to do is we're going to start, I would think, roughly about halfway down. So for this tiny little piece of wood here, I'm going to start with my mineral orange and do exactly the same technique. So firm hand, light outside edge. And we're going to go to goldenrod. Medium firm hand over that blend line. Nice and light outside edge. I'm going to go to yellow ochre. And this time we'll put a piece of the very lightest jasmine colour in the middle. And you can see what a nice effect that gives you, because that lighter plank is sitting up against the one where we use the lovely dark colours. It gives you that lovely contrast. And then you just do exactly the floor in exactly the same. So for this one here, I would probably start with your lightest and work to your darkest in the middle and then out again, so that the contrast between the different planks of wood really sets them apart from one another, but always using that same, how many have we got out? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So always using those 10 rich colours, and that will give you a lovely wooden floor effect. So hopefully that's been very helpful with the glass and the wood. Again, any questions, drop me a line. Bye for now.